Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? I am just crafting, Saturday afternoon. And so welcome to my channel. I kind of have a plan and I kind of don't have a plan here today. Just wanted to have a little fun using up, I've been wanting to do this and I'm, still making Christmas journals. So I thought, well, let me see if I can use some of my Christmas cards and figure out what to do with a used Christmas card or a new Christmas card, and how can we make them into things that we can use in our journals. So I got kind of an idea today where I wanted to try, or the last couple of days, where I wanted to try using one of these, they're like index card dividers, but this is a large one, as you can see. So first of all, I wanted to try sewing on it. So I did manage to go ahead and sew this piece of lined paper. This is, I think, an old vintage piece of lined paper, and I cut it down to fit on here. And I did sew it on, although I don't think I would want to put my sewing machine through that again. I really need some type of commercial sewing machine where I can just sew on really thick, cardstock and things. But I did manage to get this one done, so I love it. But I don't, first of all, I did it really slow, so I didn't just like break my needle off or something, or break my sewing machine. So it was kind of like very tedious waiting for it to sew all the way around this big card, because I was going so slow because I didn't want to break my needle. But I got it done. I think the next time if I do it again, which I would like to do it again, but I think I'll just glue it next time. And then I thought, well, what can I put on this side? There's so many options of whatever you could want to do on this side. So I was like, well, I wanted to use some of my Christmas cards. So I grabbed this one out of my pile. It's a pretty little Christmas card, or actually it's kind of a large Christmas card. I did slice the edge off over here so it would fit basically onto this divider card. And so, but I, made sure to keep all of the truck here. It says Merry Christmas down here, which is going in a Christmas journal. And this was like one of those sample Christmas cards you get in the mail at your office. This is where I think I got this at my office. And we don't order these Christmas cards, or I didn't need to keep this for any reason. It was going to go in the trash. So I brought it home to, craft with. So it's here's the information on buying Christmas cards and things like this through this company. But anyway, I thought the front was so pretty, I wanted to do something with it. So I got it out and I was like, well, maybe I can cut it off and cut it down to fit and glue it on. But then I thought, well, I put it down on here, and my idea with this is to be able to have this tab sticking out of my journal, like a tab, not I want it on the outside, not the inside where the spine is, first of all. So it can be like this or like this. I just say if I want it like this. Well, anyway, I'm going to put it like this, where the A is down, so it'll flip over like this. And then the card can be here, okay? So I thought, also I was trying to think of how can I make this into a page, okay? And sew it into my journal. I didn't want it just to be a writing board or something that was clipped in. So then I got the idea of, when I was looking at this Christmas card and trying to figure out what I can do with these two things. I thought, well, if I use this Christmas card and if I glue it down on here, then I have a spot to sew it into a journal, right? It can become a page. So it would be like, this is a page, and this is, a page, and then you turn it over and you have your divider, index card divider here as the back of the card, or, another page. So that's what I'm going to do. And then, of course, you have to deal with this. You can either cover this up or cover all of this up. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and cover all of this up with a pretty piece of Christmas stationery. So that's what I'm going to work on first with you all, so you can see how it turns out. I'm going to use some glitter glue to get this glued down real good. No more sewing on here. If I have some thinner This one is really, these are the really thick, these are the old vintage ones, and they're like really super thick. Now if I have some thinner ones, I'll try sewing on it again, and it will probably be better, but I just didn't want to, you know, ruin my sewing machine. So let's put some glue on here. Let's go ahead and put it, this is just about out, so I'm just about ready to switch this little nozzle over to my new glitter glue, but I'll see if I can use this one up real quick, if it'll come out for me and cooperate here on video, on camera. You know how it is when you're trying to use up glue. It's like, seems like it's almost empty, but then it's also never wants to end. So it's coming out. I see it coming. So yeah, let's glue this down. And I want to get a lot around the edges. So this is going to be some real-time crafting. I have pulled out several things. I have several ideas I want to try. So, you know, I decided I have to divide them up into videos because I just don't think I can just do them all in one video. You know what I mean? I just have several ideas roaming around in my head. So I thought, let's just do the cards today, because I'm making these new journals anyway, Christmas journals, and I will be able to use these in those. So, you know, and I like to incorporate new ideas and try new things in each journal. So this will be something that I haven't done before, something different that I haven't done, and I just kind of a combination of things that I've seen on YouTube kind of just made me think of this. I don't know if anyone else has done this exact thing, but if you want to use, if you have some of these divider cards and you don't know what to do with them, like I bought them and I was like, oh, these are so cool. These are really old, vintage or whatever. I don't know exactly what year they're from, but I know they're old and vintage, and I thought they were really cool. And then I've got them home, and they've been sitting in my drawer for I don't know how long, probably a year or so. Because like once I got them home, I'm like, well, now what do I do with them? They're so cool and everything, but what am I going to do with them? So I finally had an idea today. So don't give up on stuff you've brought home. If you've brought home something and you thought it was really cool, you know, maybe just start thinking and watching YouTube videos, and you'll get an idea about what you can do with it, you know, even if it's nothing. Like, I don't know, didn't see anybody do this exact thing, but things I've seen, and then thinking about that I wanted to use up some of these Christmas cards made me think of it. I don't know, that's how it works, right? So, okay, so it's going to go like this, and then we're going to put the Christmas card here, glue it down, get it in the right spot, because I want this fold to be like almost over the edge here so that I have room to sew it into a journal. Okay, get it in the right spot here before it starts getting solid. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Okay, let me see if it's straight. Yeah, I think it's straight. Okay, let me push it down here. I don't have a brayer. I have a bone folder, but I just usually, I mean, I do get my bone folder out sometimes, but I usually just use my fingers. So it's a rainy day out. It started raining. It wasn't raining earlier, but it started raining, and I was really kind of planning on going out today. And then I thought, I mean, I usually do run some errands on Saturday, and I was like, you know what? I think I might just do my errands tomorrow, because I kind of got messed up yesterday. I had the day off work, and I had planned all the stuff at home, and then I had to go out for like most of the day, which kind of ruined my plans of stuff I want to do around here. So now I feel like I didn't get my day, I almost didn't get my day off. Like yesterday was, you know, I usually work on Friday, but it was a day off because of Thanksgiving. So it's almost like I didn't get my day off. So now I want my day off. my extra day off, so I'm kind of like making today my extra day off, and I'll run my errands tomorrow. Oh well, it is what it is, right? Okay, so let me show you. Here's the part that's kind of, you know, it didn't have to be sticking over. I could have cut, well, I didn't want to cut off any of this truck, but it really worked out perfect, because here is the end of the, you know, the divider, and then here, this little white part that's sticking up is the card. So I have enough, you know, I don't have to worry about running into the divider card when I'm trying to sew it into the journal. I can put this in as a page and sew right through there when I'm binding it. So I think this is going to be really cool. So like, you can do this with any cardstock. It doesn't have to be a card. You could have a piece of cardstock and fold it in half to fit whatever size divider card you have, and then glue it down like this and make it into a journaling card, right? Or journaling space. So, or pages or whatever, you know, decorate, not decorate, lined, you know, coffee dyed paper, whatever you want. But I think that's pretty cool, and I'm going to try to remember that I did this and, you know, actually thought of something really cool. So here's my stationery. Now I thought this would fit on here perfectly and cover up all the words and look pretty. In fact, I might have to cut a little sliver off the side there, maybe not. But then I was just thinking of putting it here, but then this, you can write on here, but it's a little bumpy because of this. This is a little bit embossed. So I thought maybe I would go ahead and just put another piece of paper, since I actually only had 2 left on that pad. So 2 pieces of paper. And I was going to show you one thing. If you have any of these St. Jude little, you know, paper pads or notepads, this would fit right over here. If you wanted to, you know, if you don't know what to do with these, this would actually fit right over here. It doesn't quite cover up the words, but it doesn't really matter. This is a junk journal, so that's almost like cool, I think, anyway. Maybe, you know, some people might not, but I do. So look at how that fits right over there. You could almost use this little piece of, you know, St. Jude stationery or notepad paper to fit right there. And then, see, this is real pretty here and here. If you don't want that there, just take a little sticker. Take one of your little Christmas stickers. I'm not going to do it right now. Well, I might. I might want to fit one that covers up the words exactly, but this doesn't quite cover up the words. But anyway, if you didn't care about covering up the words, you just put a little sticker right there. And there you go. Cute little, or it could even overlap up here type of thing. Like that. And or you could put a piece of paper over that. You know, let's see. I don't have any, well, here's a little label. Here's one of my little Shabby Dabby Doll labels. To put that right over there too. And don't cover up your berries, maybe, if you don't want to cover up your berries. Just cover up the words. Boom. So cool, I love it. I'm gonna have to remember that. I thought of it, but I hadn't tried it. I really like that. Okay, let's put that to the side. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm trying to think of these, they fit, but are they too big? Do I need to cut any paper off? Put my stickers back over here out of my way. But yeah, let's see now. Are they gonna fit on here and still be able to fold the card? Yeah, I think they will, if I get them in the right spot when I glue them down. Okay, now what do I want to use to glue them down? I think that I'm going to use glue stick and a little maybe glitter glue around the outside. So I'm just going to tip my, since this is almost out, let me tip my, I'm going to tip my glitter glue, hope it doesn't run out, down a little bit so it can be ready to come out when I want it to. And then I've got some book pages over here. Well, I've got this little back of this paper pad I'll use first to glue on. I can't find my, I think I put it in my little glue board that I usually use, the glass one. I put it in the kitchen to be washed, or to wash it. I was going to wash it, and I think my husband washed it. And now I think he's put it away somewhere, and he forgot it was mine. for my craft room. And I think he washed it and put it away in the cabinet somewhere, so I didn't want to go searching for it. Right now he's not here, and I didn't want to just go searching for it. I just wanted to get in here and do something while I had a few minutes. So I'm using what I have, like some book pages, or this is back of this paper pad right now that just happened to be here. And that's kind of neat if you don't have anything special to glue on. You can use scrap papers that you're going to throw in the trash anyway. And once it gets all gluey, I might not need any glitter glue on here. Let's see. But once it gets all gluey, then you can throw it away and use the next page, right? So I'm kind of trying to put this right in the middle and right near the edge of the fold there. I'll add glitter glue later if I need it on the edges or the corners or something, but it's going down good. I mean, it's just paper and cardstock, so it's not anything, resistant to glue, like a fabric or something shiny. And we rub it all over. Okay, well that looks really pretty, and that's the side that was a little bit embossed. So let's see if we have, and I noticed I was using a paper to glue on the other day, and I noticed in between my glue, the pieces I was gluing on, the glue was kind of drying, so it's kind of neat. It almost like renews itself, ready for unless you're just constantly gluing, it kind of renews itself and gets dries enough so you can put your next piece of paper down there that you want to put glue on, and you don't, and it doesn't get glue all over the back of your next thing that you're gluing, which on my other glue pad, the glass one, it doesn't dry like that. It does get all kind of gluey. That's why I have to take it in the other room and wash it. So I kind of like this book page gluing surface for that reason. I never really did it before. I just thought, I try not to throw anything in the trash like that, like book pages. I try to use them in my crafting, and so it was kind of like, well, I don't want to waste book pages by gluing on them, but it sure was handy. It sure does work good. So works really, really nicely. Okay, I think I might, well, a little bit more around the edges here. This glue does dry really quick. So let me get some on the edges again and get this down before it dries. I'll try to make it even with the other piece here on the top. I do have to get it right over to the edge so it fits on here. Okay. Yes. Now I can see the words through this paper, but I don't really care about that. I think it's all right. That's the whole idea behind junk journaling, is using your junk. So I don't really consider this junk, this card even though it would have gone in the trash if I didn't save it from the trash. I don't consider that junk, and if it was considered junk, then there you go. It's part of a junk journal. So these will be nice pages in one of those journals. As you can see, now I can sew it in. I have a space here. I have all of this room to write. These pages can be written on. They can be decorated. These are pretty snowflakes on here. And then this is that divider card. Really super sturdy. And then you have writing room down here. Now I did end up putting this upside down, I see, but that doesn't really matter. You can consider it not upside down because here's a little line up here. I guess that's supposed to be at the top, but it can be at the bottom. You can put a little name or a date down here on the bottom. And I think it's really cool. I love it. Yeah. So let me show you how to fit in the book. Let's see, where are my books? These are my books I'm working on. So let's see how it fits. I thought it would fit nicely in this one. It's a little taller than the other one. See how it'll fit? Okay, so we'll put it in one of the signatures because it's basically ready to go. It's just drying. So We'll put it right here. We'll go right in here. Let's see if it fits in the book and everything. You know what? It would be actually, let me let me see something. I just had an idea. That would be really cool. Okay, so put it as the beginning page. I mean, isn't that beautiful? The first page when you open up, there you have a beautiful card. Okay, so, and it'll be sewn in. Be sewn in. You open the first page, there you go. And it's the ending, it'll be the ending page then. On the back, I've got glue on me now. On the back, here's the back. And there you go. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay. That one's done. One little project down. Let's see, we didn't use our glitter glue, so I'm going to go ahead and put my little pin back in here. I had to get some new pins because I actually lost my pin. I don't know where it went. It was, I mean, I was sitting here. I didn't leave my table and it just disappeared. I mean, I don't know how it happened. But I ordered some new stainless steel pins, so I might put some of these in my shop because I was like, I just wanted one. I tried to like go online and order one or maybe even two to have a spare, but you can't order one or two. So I thought, well, maybe somebody else is like me. They just want one or two for their glitter glue. So I'm probably going to make a listing for just one or two or maybe 5 or I don't know, 3. I have to look around and see if anybody else is offering anything like that. But I got them some new stainless steel pins because I did it. I didn't think I would. I was being so careful, but I lost my pin. Okay, so kind of the other things I wanted to do besides cards. Well, okay, let me show you. There's one more card, couple more cards. Let me show you those. So these are cards that I bought 2 or 3 years ago. After Christmas, they were on clearance, and I bought them, and I thought they were so cute. But now, 2 or 3 years later, I still have them. I've only used a few of them, and I think it's because they're kind of different and weird for me. Like, this is the card. They're both like this, the snowman and a penguin. They're really cute, right? Okay, super cute. But you open them up, and they're like this. Okay, still cute, but it's just not a traditional Christmas card. It says, warm wishes from us all. And I think you write, like, it doesn't have your typical, like, Dear Aunt Mary. And so I don't know where you would write that, over here somewhere maybe, or down here. And then you got to write, you know, who is, like, love, whoever, down here maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Non-traditional Christmas cards, as you can see, but really cute. So today I said, well, I've had those for quite a while now. Why don't, let me see, put my lid on my glue. Why don't I see if I can make those into something? Okay, so I took the snowman. I already did one, and I actually really like it. So at first I was like, well, do I cut here and try to keep the shape? You can. Let's do it and see what it looks like. You can do that. Not that y'all have these, right? But if you have some like these, or just Christmas cards that you don't know, like, how do I start? Where do I cut, you know? Okay, so we have our snowman. That's cute. We could leave it like that. He's glittery on this side and non-glittery on this side. So what does he look like on the non-glittery side? And is he straight? He's got a little bump right here. It doesn't really matter, but I kind of don't like that little bump. Let me see if I can kind of get rid of that. So, okay, there's one. I kind of would rather have him be straight on the bottom. He looks straight here. Let me hold it down on the table. Yeah, actually, it's just an optical illusion. He is straight on the bottom. Okay. All right, so there's one. And so this one, the same thing. Let's cut him. See, what I did earlier was I just cut straight across. I just cut this off. Boom, down here, and kind of straight across on here too. So you can do that. You can cut straight across, or in some kind of shape. So this one I'm doing different from the last 3 I did, because I already cut one of these up. So there's another one. And this one, same thing. I'm turning it over to the glitter side. It makes it easier to see where I need to cut, actually, because this other side is just all white, you know what I mean? So, glitter side, cut, okay. I still might cut the bottom off, but I'm going to leave it like that for right now and see how it goes. And then the penguins, let's try those. I haven't done this one. I only did the snowman. So I don't need all of this white part. It's kind of, see, at first I went like this. I tried to match this little piece here, and I didn't like that. Like, I'll show you. Like, say if I want to make it even with the other side, how would I do it? It's kind of like this. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's okay, but what, you know, it's not really necessary to have that down there. So then what do? Do you cut off his feet like that? Do you fussy cut his feet? It's going to be kind of a little, we could try that. They're pretty small, so I wouldn't want them to be too delicate. But this is a little bit of an experiment here, just to see what happens when we cut out delicate penguin card feet. Okay. I mean, he's super cute, right? And after you cut him out, nobody really knows that he was a Christmas card. So he could be in a winter journal, or any journal that you would, you know, want to put a penguin in. So, because he's just a penguin now on both sides. One side is glittery and one side isn't. But he's just, they are a little tedious to cut out, but super cute. Okay, there's one. So I don't know, I like it with the feet, but I also think it can get messed up easily, is what my problem is with it. Let's try, where's the rest of these? I hate to cut off his feet, but I want to try one with cutting off just straight across, like right here. Let me cut straight across on this one. I have quite a few more here, as you can see. Let me cut, okay, so I don't like this, and I don't think I'm going to like that cut out. So I'm going to cut right above that line and curve there. So I want to see what that looks like. I think he still looks like a penguin without his feet. And he could be used for different, like coming out of a pocket. If you glued him on a page and he was coming out of a pocket, it would just be, it wouldn't matter, because he's popping out of a pocket and it doesn't matter about his feet. Okay, so that would be just a matter of a, you know, preference to whoever might have a penguin card as to whether you wanted to keep the feet or not. But next, let's go ahead and cut him out. So we kept feet, and we kept no feet. This one's bigger, so it could make a difference as to the feet. And you know what? Here, I'm going to try something even different. I'm going to make his feet a little smaller, because see how small they are at the very point here? I'm going to make them, the point come up like right here, so the point's a little bigger. See, not so not quite so fussy, or not quite so delicate, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And a little bit less fussy to cut out that tiny point. Okay. I think that's a good idea and a good compromise to the cutting out his little feet and worrying about whether or not they're going to get broken off or bent. Okay, so let's see, how did I do that? Just cut it up here a little bit bigger, cut off that point basically, that sharp point, and reshape his foot. Okay, there we go. See, he's still got feet, but they're a little less fussy. Okay, so now, I mean, this is just a simple thing, but, you know, it's better than letting them sit in this box, you know, in storage from year to year. Why not use them? Now, they do say what warm wishes from us all right there, so we'll deal with that, but the little ones don't say that, just the big one. Same with the snowman. Warm wishes from us all. And I did work on that earlier where I used one of these in something, so I'll show you what I did. But first I want to kind of do another little experiment here and see what I can do with my crocodile and setting some eyelets in here. So let me see, these are little tiny eyelets. I'm going to try to see if I can. This is new to me, my crocodile. I haven't had it very long, so I'm kind of still learning. So I want to see if I can turn my, here it goes. Okay, I want to turn this. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it has two. I want to turn it to the smaller one here. So the smaller little thing that pokes up in between your eyelid hole. And then let me look at this side and see if I need to turn that around to a smaller. Yeah, let me go ahead and turn that to a smaller size too and see how that works out. I'm finding that you almost have to experiment with these kind of things because my mind didn't come with instructions like do this type of eyelet on this setting or do that type of eyelet on that setting. It's almost like you just have to try it and see if it works type of thing. So these are some little eyelets that I had for a couple of years, probably almost 3 years, where I was trying to use a different eyelet setter and they weren't working. It wasn't working. So I was never able to really use these. So this crocodile has 2 hole punches and they're different sizes than, like I have my other hole punch here, my regular one. And you know the hole in this one. Pretty much everybody's familiar with this, the hole this one makes. And so this hole here, the big hole in this one, I think is a little bit smaller than this hole. And then on the other side is the smallest hole on this crocodile. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one, the smallest one here, and see if that is a good size for these little eyelets I have. And they're all different colors. They're really cute, and especially when you put them in something. I'm not even looking at the color. I'm just like, whatever. They're so pretty. I don't even care what color I put in there. And then you just, what I've been doing is putting there's a little thing that sticks out like a prong. I put that in the top or the front of the eyelet, and then the back of the eyelet, I think the other side is supposed to squish down the back of the eyelet. That's what I can, this has been working for me. So I squish it down, and there you go. Very nice, very nice. It worked. So here it is, and I just picked up this one by coincidence, but it matches his beak. It's a little orange one that matches his beak, orangish yellow. So isn't that cute? And now I can put a little string there if I want. And I think I'm going to try to find a sticker that might look good over here if I have one, or I might have to work on that later if I don't have one right here. I could even put a little label on there. Let me see. I could put a label. Oh, this is kind of vintage looking, and this is not really vintage looking. Let me see what else I have here. I have all of these stickers. Santa. Let me see what else. I have some sequins. It's just that it has to be big enough to cover that up. So, do I want a Santa there? Do I want reindeer there? There's some little stars. Santa would cover it up, but I don't know if I want a Santa there. I got some of these little tags to have fun with at Dollar Tree. I could put a tag, but they do say to from, so I don't know if I want that there. Oh, here's something. One of these might look cute. These are these foam, and a little snowflake might look good there. It's a penguin. So I think a snowflake would look cute right there. I'm going for the snowflake. Let's go for the snowflake. Penguins live in snow, right? So why not? Okay, so we're going to put a snowflake right there. So we covered up the words. Okay, and we've got our little, let's get some string. Let me get some string. got a pile. I've got a pile. Let me show you. I've got a pile here of scrap string. I'm trying to just grab all of it. This is my latest scrap string from binding those little Christmas card journals. I got a whole pile here, so let's see. Let's do a white one, I think. What is this? That is paper. That is not string. Okay, let's do a red and white one or a black one. Let's do this one. This is a black one. Cool. Actually matches. Okay. So, and then we'll put that through here. This is going to look so cute, right? And then, I mean, this can be, I can put this in a journal as ephemera or use it on a gift. And this side is glittery, but this side is white, where if someone wanted to write, if you want to use it as a gift tag, you can write to from here, or in a journal, it can be written on here. So, super cute, right? I love him. Okay, one done. Now let's go for our snowman. Let's do the same thing as far as punching a hole and doing our little eyelet. I'm going to punch a hole right here in his hat. I've got a little eyelet right here. Whoa! Well, I did have one. That one left. I'll have to get that off the floor later. I don't think there's any red ones in here. This is a pink one. That's alright. It doesn't really matter what color it is because they're so cute. Okay, let's squish it down. Squish it down. Super cute. So cute. I love those. I knew I would like them if I ever got to use them, and finally I got a crocodile at work, so now I can use them. Let's use some red and white string on this one. And this is baker's twine, so it's a little, this baker's twine is a little thicker than that string I just used, so I don't know if I can get it through here. Let me see. Oh yeah, went right through, okay. No problem. Okay, there you go. And now we just need a little sticker to put right here. Now, I don't want to use another snowflake. I don't want to use a reindeer. I don't want to use a gingerbread man. I don't want to use a reindeer, do I? No. Let's see what else. One of the little labels wouldn't look good. No. Okay, let me see. What else do I have here? I have these. A stocking. I have these Christmas lights. I wonder how that would look. They're not big enough, but maybe I can put more than one. I don't know. I don't think I like that. Let's try a bow. This bow looks really cute on here. I wonder if I can. I'm kind of resisting this, but I don't know what it is exactly. It's kind of like a little. It's a little tote bag. I don't know. It looks like a tote bag. Okay, let me see what else I have. Let me see. I've got a lot of labels. Oh, Mr. Penguin. Hold on. Oh, I've got Christmas trees. That might be cool. Let me try a Christmas tree. That almost covers up all the words. I might use the Christmas tree. I was trying to think if there's anything else I could put under that. But you know what? Hold on. Let me try something here. Excuse my reach in my head and whatever else is getting in the camera here. Gotta reach over here and get a snowflake. Okay, let me try a snowflake. It might be too much. Yeah, that's too much. I don't like that. I do not like that. Well, here's a little. No, I don't like that either. That came off of my tags. Where are my tags? Under here. Okay. I'm going to use this Christmas tree. I like that. Even though it doesn't cover up all the words, and I think it looks good. It looks better than the words. I think it looks better than the words. I mean, you could leave the words there, but I like that. It looks cute. Okay, so that's another idea of a way to use up your Christmas cards. I mean, these were perfect for it, to make tags. So, let's see, what else do I have here? So I'm going to do that with the rest of these. Maybe not right now. I'm going to put them to the side, and then if we have more time, I will work on those some more. So I have all of these. Let's see. That was 2 Christmas cards there. So I have these Christmas cards that I want to cut up and make into journaling cards. I mean, I've got a bunch here. I've got these to do something with. I've got these. These are both from Dollar Tree. I think I got these. I don't know. I got these either. I think I got these this year. I know I got a couple last year and a couple this year. These are postcards that I got from the thrift store. Really cute, but they're already postcards, so I'm probably going to use these like they are. So let me put these over here. I've got, yeah, postcards. I've got these right here are miscellaneous little cards, and this is really the ones I want to use up. Here's some more postcards that I think Maria sent me these. So I'm going to use those as journaling cards in my journals. These are envelopes that came with the miscellaneous kind of cards. These are the envelopes that came with red and green. Came with a snowman and a penguin. So let's see what else I have to use up and what time it is. 42. We're at 42 minutes, so let's just take a few more minutes. Oh, okay, so these I want to use, and I want to try these little, I've got these tags right here too, that are the ones from these are from Dollar General, and I've worked with these where I've put these on tags, you know, on bigger tags, and use these as a decoration, but you could also make these into individual journaling cards, and I thought it might be fun to put a little, they already have a hole in them, and it's like probably the perfect size for these little tiny eyelets. So let's see what an eyelet looks like on one of these. I really wanted to try that. I hadn't tried it yet. So let's do it while we have our stuff right here. See what that looks like. So cute, right? There's the gingerbread man. And there's a piece of candy here. Let's put an eyelet in a piece of candy. See what that looks like. Okay. There's the candy. What else do we have? We've got this one. Little candy cane. And where do my eyelets go? Let's see. Yeah, okay, here they are. They're falling out of the bag. Let's see, put this one in here. See, this is pretty easy once you get this crocodile. Can't believe how easy this is, because I looked at my orders, my order history on Amazon, and I ordered that previous eyelet setter and eyelets in 2017, so 2 years basically, or over 2 years, and finally 2.5 years later or whatever, I finally got a crocodile that works on my eyelets. But anyway, so super cute with a little eyelet in there, right? It just really just gives it an extra special look, I think. Let's put some string on here. See what that looks like. Let's see, I'm trying to think if this is too long. It's kind of long. Let me cut it in half. It's not too long, but you know, it doesn't need to be that long. It's just going in a journal as a tag, probably. I'm not using these as gift tags. I'm using them as journaling cards. So, super cute. There you go. Super easy, fun, super cute. Okay, this one, they all get red and white beggar's twine. That's all the color I have right now in my scrap string. Get that even. So does anyone have their Christmas tree up yet? If you don't, when do you usually put it up? I usually try to get mine up. Usually the weekend of Thanksgiving, you know, because I have Friday off from work, but sometimes I don't get it up and I just do it whenever I have time, you know what I mean? If I don't have time this weekend, I'll try it next weekend. If I don't have time the next weekend, I'll do it after that. But usually I get it up at least 3 weeks, I guess, before Christmas, you know. So you have time to enjoy it, you know, through the holidays. All right, there's 3 more journaling. I'm going to call these journaling cards for me. That's what they're going to be. So I join them with my snowman and my penguin pile over there. So these are just some little cards that they're used. This is actually, I'm not sure. This is, I guess, the card part. I already cut them in half. So this says, "May all your Christmases be bright." And then somebody signed it here, Marlo and Banny. But I really like this part up here, but I would kind of want to cover up the Marlo and Banny, and then let this be a journaling card. Like, let me cut off a little bit right here next to this line, so it will fit into a journal, you know. So I just have this line here, and then, I mean, it's kind of, it is vintage. I'm sure this is an old card. I actually found, I had bought a box of postcards, and I actually found some Christmas cards in there too. I kind of find all kind of weird things in that box of Christmas postcards. But yeah, so these Christmas cards were in there. I discovered them before Christmas. So I thought, well, let me see if I can use them in any way. And I really like the font on this one. It's red, it's vintage looking, or retro looking, and I just really, I don't know why I like it, but I like it. Almost looks like somebody wrote this too. I mean, maybe they did. Maybe they made this Christmas card, you know. But if I can cover the names up, I mean, the names are kind of neatly written, so it wouldn't really like I have to cover those names type of thing. They don't look terrible, but if I could cover them up, let's see the stickers. That sleigh might look good on there. Let's try that. Yes, perfect, right? Wow, that is so cool. Let me see if I need to add any glue to that, because these are the stickers I've had for a little while. I want to make sure that, yeah, it feels like it's down good. Well, here's the corners coming up. Let me put a little glue over here. When I went like that, yeah, it's coming up right here. Yeah, these stickers are from 2000. These right here that I just showed you, those are from 2000, something like 2006. So even though they're still sticky, they're probably not as sticky as they originally were. So, come on, glitter glue. Don't fail me now. There you go. Wow, see now that, because I looked at these at first, and I mean, it was just a little bit of writing, somebody signed it, I was like, is it trash or what? And now it's a beautiful little journaling card, and I love it. Simple, but really cute and vintage. Authentic vintage ephemera. There you go. Okay, so add that to my little pile there. Now what else do I have here? Let's see. I had, oh, this is the other side of that. No, this isn't, yeah, this is the other side of that card. It had this little deer and, well, it's not a deer, it's a duck. Hello. A duck and a little puppy. And it looks like a hat back there in the hay. So it's cute. It's not really, it doesn't shout Christmas on it, but it was a Christmas card. It says, note, the greeting should read, may all your Christmases be white. Oh, what did it say? It says, may all your Christmases be bright. Okay, or whatever. Well, anyway, have a Merry Christmas. So this was written on here. I'm going to grab my corner rounder, round those corners. First of all, just make it a little something. Try to make it into something here, because I think it's cute, and I don't want to throw it away. This doesn't scream Christmas, but that's okay. Sometimes you want non-Christmassy things mixed in with your Christmas journals, right? Now what do we want to put on the back? Do we want to put copy dyed paper? Do we want to put some stationery? Do we want to put, let's see, we could put one of these, which I don't really think I like, on that particular card. Let's see what else I have here. I need, this is the picture, so I need something to, maybe writing space on this side. Here's an envelope. We want to put an envelope here, an envelope that doesn't open. Actually, if you have envelopes that don't open from old cards, I mean, there probably is a way to get them open, but you have a perfect little journaling space here, and there you go. If I glue it right on there, it'll be covering up this writing, and you will have not wasted this envelope, right? And it looks kind of, it is an old envelope, it's vintage, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So let me get my gluing surface ready, a way to save this envelope that doesn't open from the trash, right? Make it into a journaling space. And that's what it's all about. Junk journaling, saving stuff from the trash, recycling, repurposing. It's awesome. I know, I remember I used to kind of try, I used to recycle at my office. I kind of gave up on it, but I would recycle the paper, like we typed on one side, say, and then it was like, say, a draft of something. And then so the draft developed into a final version where we didn't need the draft anymore, and the draft goes in the trash, but we've only used one side of it. So I used to save all my paper and I'll then use it again on the other side. But I don't know, it got to be a little bit of, I don't know, it wasn't an issue. Nobody had an issue with it, but nobody else did it but me. So I was like, you know, it's kind of discouraging if nobody else is doing it and you're the only one recycling. So I was like, whatever, you know, if you guys want to just, you know, waste paper, I guess that's how it's going to be around here. But yeah, so I tried. I tried to convert them, but they did not convert to my side of recycling. Oh well, I tried. I mean, I could still do it, but it's like, they kind of, I don't know. They get it, but they don't particularly like it. Like, why are we looking at this old piece of paper? Which side do I look at? Like, I would cross out the side, put a big pen strike over the side that was used so that you know which side to look at, the new side. You know, if it's a draft of something new, you look at the new side that's not crossed off, right? I don't know. It worked for me. Okay, I think I got a little glue right there, but it'll be all right. Okay, yeah. Little glue, probably from the glue book, for the glue pad here. Anyway, here's what it looks like now. I might do some distressing around the edges. There's the back. It's all glued down. It's just a, well, I'm going to put a little glitter glue right here. I used a glue stick on it, so I'm going to put a little glitter glue right here because this looks like it wants to come up. Okay, and then we're going to distress the edges with some vintage photo, I think would be cool. So it's almost like you have a little photograph here on one side. I mean, it does look like a photograph, even though it's not a photograph. It looks like a frame, you know, it has a frame around it. Okay, there we go. Got some glitter glue on there going on. Okay, and now a little just vintage photo. Have it right over here and put it away. I'm trying to clean up a little bit here. So, like, I didn't have a plan. As you could see, I did plan or had an idea with the first couple of things. But the last couple of things, I didn't have a plan. I just said I wanted to use some of this stuff. I don't want it to, you know, I had already gone through and I said, I don't want to throw these away. What can I do with them? And I hadn't really thought of anything. So I, you know, just right now, I put it in front of me and said, okay, what are we going to do with this? And, you know, I think that sometimes that's what you have to do. You just have to just do something, you know, and see what happens. See what happens, you know. It's not like you have to plan everything out. Just do something with it and see what happens. Okay, so this is now what we have. Everything is glued down. I want to make sure everything is glued down. The picture I didn't reinforce at all. So let me, I didn't, you know, it was already like this, but it's, the corners, I mean, I don't think it's going to come up or off or anything, but I feel like I would like to reinforce it right here. It's not exactly tight down on the paper. So I'm going to reinforce that corner with some glue. And let me see, let me look at the rest of it. I don't want to get glue all over the picture. Try to see if that really is a picture. Like if somebody made this card and they put a picture on the front. I don't think so though. Got a little bit of glue on there now. Okay, so that one, that corner's good, that corner's good. See, all the rest of the corners are decent. This needs a little bit of glue right here. And maybe somebody did make this card originally. You know, it looks like it could have been a homemade card. And now it's been remade into a journaling card. And I used both sides. So, pretty cool. So this was the other side of the card. It was like this. Okay, I cut it in half. Here's the first half, journaling card. Here's the second half, journaling card. I feel like I want to do something here to this though. Where's my stickers? I want to put something. First of all, I made a streak here. So maybe I'll just put something right there over that streak with it, where they, like a streak of glue or something. So I could put a little stocking there. That would look cool. Or this little, it's like a wrapped candy. That would look cute. I think the stocking would look cutest though. Anything else besides that? I've got some little tin soldiers. Those would look cute. I don't know, the stocking's calling me. Let's do the stocking. I made that streak and it's so plain, which is fine for writing, but we can write around this stocking, right? Let me put some glitter glue on here because this is those old 2006 stickers. Almost gone. Wow, did I use it up? This was my first bottle of glitter glue, so Nope, still more in there. Just when you think it's gone, more comes out. That's how my Fabri-Tac is too. Just when I think it's gone, more comes out. Okay, let me put you upside down. There you go. Okay, put that right there. It's a decoration and it's covering up that streak that I made. I think maybe it's a streak of, it's not really glue, it's like glue residue. And that looks pretty now. It looked too plain. Maybe something right there. Let's see what else we have here. This little bow would be like perfect right there. Right there in the corner. Of course, I didn't put any glue on it, did I? Let's put some glue on there. Glitter glue. Okay, so this was fun. I hope you're using up your old Christmas cards if you don't want to save them in a journal, you know, and you want to do something with them. Maybe this gave you a couple of ideas, I hope. There you go. I think that looks better. It looked so plain before. When I turned it over, it was like, wow, it really needs something. So, I mean, you could do more to it, but I want to leave room for writing here. So you've got all this room to write there. So, pretty cool. And then you've got a cute little duck and puppy there. So, okay, I think my time limit is just about up here. So I'm going to hang up and see you all next time. I'm going to work on some more of these Christmas cards, and I have another idea I want to share with you probably tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Happy crafting.